So I'm still recovering from COVID this week, and I've got a little brain fog, even though I am feeling better in other ways. So what causes this anyway? Well, while we're not 100% sure yet, there are some working theories, usually revolving around inflammation, the body's immune response to the COVID. And one of those findings is that the microglia, those are cells in the brain that act to sort of clean things up. You can think of them as part of the brain's immune response, remain active well after COVID leaves people's systems. And when this happens, you have an inflammatory response in the brain, which often can lead to some cognitive difficulties, and your brain is using energy to manage the microglia that otherwise it could use for doing other tasks like managing memory. Add to that any sort of inflammatory immune response for other organs, and therefore you having trouble doing things like exercise and sleeping properly, and all of these can snowball into what we experience as difficulty concentrating. In terms of what to do about it, well, we don't have a lot of good treatments, but one suggestion is to do the same stuff you do for inflammation, which is try and get up and move and exercise as much as you're able. But on top of that, a couple doctors have started noticing possible improvements from guanfacine. That's a medication that affects what's called norepinephrine and is sometimes used actually in ADHD. These aren't placebo-controlled trials yet, they're just interesting findings from individual doctors, but I hope to see that it might turn into something in the coming years. And while I'm still in the middle of COVID, so hopefully it doesn't become long COVID, to all of you with long COVID symptoms, I wish you a healthy recovery.